Hi, I'm Mike Protack, a candidate for Newcastle County Council Government, the President's position. Again, talking about some issues very, very important to you as citizens, to your families, and to your businesses in Newcastle County. The first thing we need to talk about when you talk about county government is not services, not taxes, not budgets. Those are all very important things. But the first thing we need to talk about county government, and any branch of government, is ethics and integrity. Because if you don't have those basic fundamentals, nothing else you do in county government really matters. For voters to be engaged and be involved, they have to be able to trust their government and their government officials. And I have a unique proposal. It hasn't happened in Delaware for a lot of reasons. Entrenched interests, special interests don't want it to happen. Many of our legislators are fighting this proposal. But around the country, in most military departments, many private corporations, there's a position called an Inspector General. Now, what's an Inspector General do? That is the person, he or she, who's fighting for you in county government. Not for special interests, not for office holders, not for government itself, but for you as a citizen. Now, who could be the Inspector General? Most importantly, it could be somebody with experience in prosecution and civil litigation. A very well-rounded individual. It could be an active attorney, it could be a retired judge, but somebody with a very precise and detailed legal background. Delaware has plenty of people who could fill this position. What would they do? They can investigate fraud, waste, abuse, and ethics violations. Right now we have an Ethics Commission in Newcastle County, and I haven't met anybody who thinks that's the answer to what we need here in the county government. But again, fraud, waste, abuse, and any kind of ethical violations by our government officials. It's very important to have that trust between the elected officials and our citizens. What would they have? This Inspector General, he or she would have subpoena powers. That's terribly important. They would have clearly defined investigative powers, not just to publish reports, but to truly investigate allegations, find if they're true or false. Something else, they can promote efficiency and effectiveness. Now, they're not taking the place of the auditor, who's a CPA, a certified public accountant. But within that arena of checking how government works for citizens, make sure there's nothing untoward going on, effectiveness and efficiency is a byproduct. And that's a good thing for all of us as citizens. This office will be independent of the county executive and the county council. You have to have that impartiality, that separation from the power levers of government to be a good investigator. It's just essential for the citizens to know that person, he or she, is on their side always. They will be your attorney representing you in county government. Now, the most important thing, this office will be elective. The first one might be appointed, but then it should be elective and overlapping the county executive's term. For instance, this coming year, 2012, we'll have a county executive elected in 2012. We'll take office in 2013. So we will have an appointed office to fill into 2000 election cycle, 2014. That person, he or she, will be elected, and it will overlap the county executive. And that's important, again, for more impartiality, separation from the levers of control of government. But again, ethics and integrity, there's only one way to assure it, and that's with the Inspector General. What we have right now has the best of intentions, but the execution is very poor. And citizens need to know that our government is using their tax dollars wisely for government services to produce value for people who need those services and efficiency for the taxpayers paying for them. I'm Mike Protack. I'm running for Newcastle County President. Thanks for listening.